I want to get into, how did you get into hip hop?
Well, I mean, I would say mostly, like, my brother's influence was a major contribution to my love for hip hop. I think my appreciation for hip hop, because he was often like he's a tried and true hip hop certified head.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, that's why you said certified head. That's wild. That's a trip.
But yeah, I mean, he was like, I always felt kind of, I don't know, I was always drawn to, like, the stuff he would listen to. I'd listen to the beats behind whatever these rappers were saying, and I was always just, like, drawn to the, like, looped beats, like, and just the elements of, like, jazz and percussion, again, like, in hip-hop beats. So with D&B, I felt like there's a lot of hip-hop influence there, like, with a lot of drum and bass. So I started rhyming over, like, drum and bass, and then, like, you know what I mean? Just kind of, like, fusing the two together, because I loved when other musicians would do that, like, fusing hip-hop or rap and drum and bass together. So I thought, okay, let me, you know, like, mess around, like, I don't know, it was, like, a weird tornado of, like, genres and musical styles, like, fusing, and then I suddenly found myself kind of, like, at Cypher.
Bingo. So yes,
not that Cypher was, like, my first introduction to hip-hop, but I feel like it's really, like, it's teaching me really, like, the most I think I've ever learned about hip-hop.
So how did you get hooked up with Cypher Club? Because that's how we met.
Right, actually through MC Gravity, David Lyons,
Shouts out to Gravity.
Shouts out to Gravity. So it was funny, we were involved in another project, not at the same time, but, like, we were both kind of involved in this project. It was like a Cypher project where you would, like, write a verse and, like, battle with these other MCs. And I was like, yo, I love this project. And
Is it Beat of the Week?
No, it was a different thing. I don't even know if it's still happening anymore. But it kind of, like, it dissipated after a while. I didn't participate in it after some time. But I remember having conversations with him where I was like, even though neither of us are really involved in that, I'd still really love to keep doing stuff like that, like Cypher circles and, like, getting people together and just, like, honing our skills, like, as musicians, as artists. And he's like, I'm gonna find us something, like, don't worry, like, I want to find something like that too. And then, like, so many months later, he was like, yo, there's this lady, her name's Zoe, and she runs this circle, and I think you would really like to come through. Like, he's like, I've been meaning to invite you, and you gotta come check it out. So I ended up going there one time and just, like, felt really welcome and comfortable, and that's that.
Okay.
That's that.
Okay, dope. So Cypher Club pretty much connected with Z through MC Gravity.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So shout out to MC Gravity.
Yes.
He's crazy at Cypher too.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, like, there are so many talented individuals that come through there, and I just feel like it's such a wealth of creativity every time. It's dope.
So how did you get hooked up with Yung Papi Bonito? Because you guys obviously did a recent collab track with Yung Papi, High.
Yeah.
So how did that collaboration happen?
Man, like, I'm honestly sitting here and I'm trying to reflect, like, the moment where we actually had the conversation. I just remember everything kind of after that. But to be honest, yeah, I met him at Cypher, and I was like, yo, this guy's a dope freestyler. Like, his style is just, I don't know, there's just something unique and unbeatable about it. I love his style. I think, there was one night we were there and he was like, I'd like to collab with you. And then he just randomly asked me, like, who are your influences? Like, who are your favorite rappers? Like, just to kind of get a feel of, like, where I was at musically. And I think I answered him and he seemed kind of impressed. And I was like, all right, like, Yung Papi's impressed by me? Okay, that's good. Or at least I'm impressed by my musical taste. I'm good, thank you. I thought that was dope that he fucked with my musical taste. And then, I think he just approached me and he was like, hey, I'm going to do this project and I'd like to have you on it. And we had a bunch of, like, sit-down sessions where we'd just, like, talk about our influences and, like, play each other tracks that we were feeling, sent each other a bunch of tracks we were feeling, and then he started sending me, like, instrumentals off the album.
When did he finally send you the track for High? When did he send you that instrumental?
When? Oh my gosh, like, I don't know. It was I don't know when it was. It was like this last winter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, it was like February or March. Like when it must have been like February or probably before that, because I think we had the studio session in March. So yeah, the studio session was in March. So he sent it to me, like we started sitting down and talking, like I think in must have been January or February. And we spent like a couple months just like, you know, like hashing out the layout of like what we were gonna do for a collab. So
there we go. Sorry about that. We had to switch up the cameras. But it's all good. The show keeps going. So the last question I have is, you've been putting out music for like 9 years now, right? So it's been like 9 years.
Yeah, off and on. Yeah. Over the course of 9 years, I think. Yeah.
How do you stay motivated to still put out music in this city for that long?
That's such a good question. I mean, I feel like I've said this before about like feeling like I have this sort of pioneer mentality, I think, on some strange level. Like, I just feel like where you are, you have to like grow with what you've got, right? And I'm like, I'm here. I would love to travel and like, you know what I mean? Like set up shop in a different city or on a different continent and like really explore music scenes in like LA and New York and London and everywhere. Like, but I feel like it's cool because there's so much talent here, and I do really want to nurture that, you know what I mean, on a community level and even like individually. Like I feel like that needs to be nurtured. Like nurture where you're at, grow from where you're at, and then expand from there. So I feel like that is one of the theories, I guess, or philosophies that keeps me motivated. But I'm also like surrounded by people who help me stay motivated. You know what I mean? I got good people on my team, I think, in general. So that helps. And yeah, I don't know. I know that music is like probably going to be a part of my life forever. So it's not like I can, you know what I mean? As much as there have been times when I've gotten really competitive, and I've gotten really competitive with myself, and I'm like, you need to be doing more and putting out more. But I'm like, no, I just chill and have fun with it. It's always going to be there, you know, and there's always going to be room to grow. So I just take it easy.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, I want to end off. Couldn't let you get out of here without spitting a freestyle. I got a beat CD.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yes, we got to.
Let's see. Okay. I don't know.
I got a beat CD. Shout out to Beats by Con, who's provided these instrumentals. And I want to see what you got. I want the people to hear what you got.
I'm gonna need you to help me out.
Okay, no doubt. I'm gonna kick this off.
Because I like freestyling scares me. I feel like I can do it when I'm at home and I have time in between to like listen to the beat over and over again. But like off the top and like keeping the flow is like, it's such a like, I don't know. There's so much pressure, you know. So I don't know.
No pressure. All right, let's get it. Ready?
All right. You're gonna start it off though.
Yeah. Yeah.